Good morning. Uh-oh. A little bit too bright again. Good morning, fellow. It's still a little bit shiny, a little bit hot, as the professionals say. We'll clean that up in editing. This light. It's very tricky, non-button buttons on it. There we go. Well, that's as good as we're going to get today, people. So good morning. Welcome. This is Department of Career Services. Hanging on by our fingertips. This is Department of Career Services, where our goal is simple. It's to help you get from where you are to someplace better. From here to there, point A to point B, from someday Isle to Successlandia. Yes, I know we say that every day, and it's still true every day, every day, every day. So we're here to help you get from here to there. Can't do the work for you, can't force you to do it. We can help you get the tools, learn to use the tools, and be available if you have any questions. That's all we can do, and that's probably enough. This is a 4-part program that we offer. It's physical, mental, emotional, and most importantly, spiritual. This podcast is an introduction, and it's designed for non-believers who are not successful. So if you're a believer who's successful, or you're a believer, if you're a believer or successful, this is not for you. You're welcome here, but it's not for you. You'll find a lot of things you disagree with, and you'll miss the whole point. Okay, the point is not to help you, though you certainly can learn from it. That's not the point. Okay, point is for non-believers who are not successful, to give you the tools so you can move forward in your life. And it's built upon a foundation of Christianity. Jesus is my personal savior. Okay, great. Next, okay, the podcast itself is 5 parts. We do 3 of them here in, 2 of them on this podcast and 3 of them after, but I talk about all 5. So just so you know what the parts of the podcast are. First, it's to prepare for the podcast, prepare for the day. Second, it's to start with an attitude of gratitude, to do a little exercise. So our orientation is on gratitude, not the thorns in our side, not the problems we all face, because life is suffering. Work to overcome it. That's one of the, I think, the first noble truth of Buddhism, but it's also what Christianity is all about. The symbol of Christianity is a cross. Jesus suffered, and he worked to overcome suffering. Life is suffering, work to overcome it. That's the second part, attitude of gratitude. Third, review yesterday. What did you learn from it? 4, plan for today. 5, project the day, and then move forward. And do that every day. And I promise you, you will move along your journey from where you are to someplace better. Why? Well, simply because most people don't have the discipline to do that. So if you give this a good faith thing of 1 week, I think you'll build it into your daily schedule. I would suggest doing it at the beginning of the day. However, you can do it at any time during the day while you're on your commute, but you should have a pen and paper, and it's not really advisable to be writing while you're driving. But you do it your way, as Darren Hardy had said. Okay, first part, breathing exercise. This is a simple technique to help reduce anxiety by either giving more energy or less energy, taking away anxiety caused by too much mental activity going on. Okay, so it's a double inhale and a exhale that's either short or longer. Long meaning 40 to 60 seconds, slow exhale. But we're just going to do the more energy one because it's in the morning and my coffee cup is empty for the moment. All righty then. So how is Wadabevi? Wadabevi, is you there? Come in, over. All right. So breathing exercise, double inhale. Okay, good. If you pay attention, you will feel that. Next, attitude of gratitude. Write in your book. Write in your book. I'm so happy and grateful now that. I'm so happy and grateful now that. Step 2, turn it into a question. See you on the flip side. Turn it into a question, meaning add the word what in front of it. What am I so happy and grateful for right now? And then the third step, turn your attention into your brain, inward to your mind, and just observe, ask the question, just observe the answer to that question popping up. Okay, 2 down. You can do that after the podcast. Next, step 3, review yesterday. Our technique to do that is to ask 4 simple questions. How do I feel about yesterday? Not what do I think, not what do I believe. How do I feel about yesterday? Ask yourself, do I feel good? Do I feel bad? Do I feel confused? How do I feel? Name the feeling. Okay, number 2, where did I exceed expectations? Where did I exceed expectations yesterday? 3, where did I fall short? Where did I miss the mark? And 4, what did I learn? So I want to learn to do more of this, more of exceeding expectations, and I want to do more of, or less of, falling short of the mark. Okay, that's what I learned. I want to do more of this and less of this. And we're going to find out it's compassion, love, service to others is the thing that makes us happy and gets rewarded, because good people reciprocate. Bad people don't know any better. That is the part of the cross we must bear, is to help those in need. One of the sayings of Jesus was, if you have a banquet and you invite your family and friends, they can repay you, no big deal. However, if you have a banquet and you invite the poor and the needy and the widows and orphans, people who can't repay you, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit different, right? That shows that you actually do care. Otherwise, it's just, I'll pay today, you pay next time we go to lunch. Help someone who has no ability to repay you, and watch how you will feel. Okay, next. Okay, that's steps 1, 2, 3. We are out of the way. We're going to jump to step 5, which is to project. That's a very simple thing. Basically, see your day in front of you. Some people call it planning. But that's our step 4. So this is projecting. See the day. See the successes you're going to have. See overcoming the obstacles. And the obstacle is the way. See overcoming those, because you'll somehow get around them. And so see your future. Be your future, as Ty said to Danny in Caddyshack. Cool. Okay, that leaves us step 4. Step 4. I wonder if, in my desire to get this done in as close to 10 minutes possible, I talk too fast for people to follow. Okay. Step 4, planning the day. So we have a very good tool in here today. It's in the worksheet down below, which will be posted on the website. And that's a very long thing from Seth Godin. Project resistance. Maybe it's project resistance. Anyway, this is the longest Seth Godin thing I've ever seen. But it basically talks about resistance is the thing that stops us from getting things done. And then he lists about 30 symptoms of 30 or 40 symptoms of resistance, like procrastinating, shipping junk, aiming too low, not asking useful questions, being obsessed with new technology and opportunities, waiting for the next big thing, ennui, taking too much credit. Okay, these are examples of resistance. Taking it personally, these are resistance. It's the internal force that keeps us from doing our most important creative work. Okay, that's the basic thing of what resistance is. I'm going to highlight that in the worksheet. Boom. Oops. Back. Should not be doing this. There. Okay, so it's highlighted there. And so resistance, there are two confusions and one fear. That's the theme of today. Two confusions and one fear. The first confusion is that we might not realize that these are choices. Okay, the things that are the resistance, things listed above, they're choices. The second confusion is that we might not have learned better tactics, tools, and choices. Okay, so they're choices. The second confusion is that we might not have learned better tactics, tools, and choices, but we can. Okay, we might not have learned it, but we can. Okay, that's a better future, hope. And the fear, it's of change. The change of it might not work, or the change that it will. Actually, or the chance that it will. What are we afraid of? It's of change. Maybe it's the chance of it might not work, or the chance that it will. Okay? Resistance. What are we afraid of? Overcoming resistance. It might work, or it might not work. Okay, that's the fear. And the confusion is we might not realize that the things holding us back, the resistance or choices, and we might not have learned better tactics, tools, and choices. Okay, but we can. Okay, that's the confusion. All right. So with that in mind, given it's 9 minutes and 7 seconds, let's just wrap this up with a simple, you want to get from here to there, you want to get from point A to point B, you want to make progress today. It's simple thing to do. Embrace the suck. Go for the uncomfortable thing. Do the uncomfortable thing. Get used to it. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Seek discomfort. Seek discomfort. If you seek it and overcome it, you will feel better. You will feel better. Okay, so we're at 13 minutes and 14 seconds in. We're going to wrap this up. Today's a busy day. Going to be in Vegas today. And Wadabevi might not be returning to Virginia, but maybe Wadabevi will be. We'll see. That tale is yet to be lived. Okay, and with that, I'm going to say cut and cut. Boom.